Well, it's finally in my hands, Encre Indigo from the house of LALIQUE. I've been waiting to get my nose on this one. I ordered it from the LALIQUE website online, and it got a delay. There was no stock left or something, because it came from LALIQUE boutique, online boutique from the USA, but they had to get stock from France. So it took a while, and that's why I'm getting the video up so long ago. But I didn't find it selling anywhere. I even went to the distributor of LALIQUE. They didn't have it there as well. So I decided to just order it from LALIQUE. So I'm going to tell you all about Encre Indigo, created by Annick Menardo, all coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's Sebastian. We're talking about Encre Indigo, one of the fragrances that I've been a fan of, the cheapies, Encre Noir, and now we've got Encre Indigo. From what I remember reading about this way long ago, featuring it in an upcoming fragrances video, I remember reading tea, and yes, this is a tea-focused fragrance. I thought to myself, whoa, Annick Menardo doing a tea fragrance? Remember Bulgari Black she did back in the mid to late 90s? Is it going to be like that? We shall see. I don't know. I haven't smelled it yet. No place I can go to smell or sample this. It's a complete blind buy. And being a fan of the whole series of Encre Noir fragrances, all created by Nathalie Laurson, now we've got Annick Menardo starting a series from Symrise. Annick Menardo works at Symrise. It's a firm like Firmenich where Nathalie Laurson works. So we'll see how many versions of Encre Indigo they're going to do. So it is an eau de parfum. It's $139 for 100 ml, and they do have a 50 ml bottle as well. And this is the first men's fragrance from LALIQUE for a while. I can't remember how long, but they have weird distribution as well. Some of the fragrances, they don't get distributed by the distributor that's local here in the States. They have exclusivities and things like that. But this one was available, but not at the distributor, directly off of the LALIQUE website. So let's go ahead and open it up. As you can see, it's been wrapped with a nice LALIQUE ribbon. And those of you that don't know anything about LALIQUE, René Lalique started the brand LALIQUE mostly for glassware and things like that during the Art Deco era. In fact, I believe original perfume houses like Guerlain used to have LALIQUE bottles made by René Lalique. So now they still do the glassware and things like that, but they do have a nice collection of fragrances as well. And I find LALIQUE's men's fragrances to be some of the best. They're not really very mass markety kind of fragrances that you would go to the stores like Macy's and find everywhere. They do have a bit of a unique quality about them, more upper scale I think, and not very mass market for sure. So we'll see how this one is, but before I open it, let me tell you the notes. Standout notes are vetiver, black tea, juniper berries, pink pepper, saffron accord, patchouli, bergamot, ambergris accord. And these notes were taken off of the LALIQUE website where they have the Encre Noir selling. And also, just to reiterate what I had posted about this fragrance in a upcoming fragrances video, they have done a ton of marketing imagery for this one. I can't believe how much. So they must have spent a lot of money on this fragrance. Maybe they know that it's going to be pretty popular. Is tea a popular note for men? Are you guys a fan of tea fragrances? Let me know. Put a comment down. And what are your tea-focused fragrances? But once again, this is also vetiver, and vetiver was the focus note of Encre Noir. So they're going into a different direction. Is it going to be like Encre Noir? We shall see. So let's go ahead and open this up. Box is similarly square like the Encre Noir boxes. But this time it's not dark. It is blue, because indigo is blue. You can see in the bottom there. Let me know if you've gotten your nose on this one already and what your thoughts are on this fragrance. And let me know if you're a fan of LALIQUE fragrances. So here's the bottle. It looks like the cap has changed as well. It's no longer that square cap. It's a bit tough to get that out. But here is the bottle. Got the name right there, LALIQUE. I don't know, I like the other cap better. What do you guys think? The bottle is similarly square like the other one, but I kind of like the square, boxy kind of cap. This is okay. I do like the color though. The color of the bottle is great. Indigo is an awesome color. It's pretty, like, smudge. It gets smudgy pretty fast. But that's pretty much it with the bottle here, and you've got some information on the bottom. So let's go ahead and smell this. We shall see how it is. Is it going to be exciting, good, bad, boring? So Annick Menardo, along with another perfumer, worked on a fragrance by Boss called Boss Bottled Elixir right there. And so that was pretty exciting. Oh, I'm smelling tea already. Whoa, this is instantly soft. Tea fragrances are very soft, although there's smokiness here. Oh, I'm definitely picking up the vetiver. It's almost like a smoky, woody vetiver, earthy, with black tea. Why am I getting smoke, like ashy tobacco smoke? I mean, this is not anything that we've not smelled before. It doesn't remind me of Bulgari Black. Bulgari Black had that rubbery leather touch, which was an amazing fragrance with an amazing bottle, but discontinued. Up until just the beginning of the pandemic, they were still selling bottles of Bulgari Black. But I mean, I like this. I like that smokiness against the tea, but there's a lot of tea fragrances out there. There's a little bit of a reminder of Gucci Pour Homme 2, but this is much smokier. And that one also had ozonic notes, which freshened it up and made it crisp, along with that kind of smooth, soft tea. With this, it has the smokiness of the vetiver from the original series, but the smooth softness of the tea from this series. Very interesting. Like I said, I don't know if this is a popular note for men. I can see this being popular. It's a kind of a blue fragrance, especially since it's blue bottle. I mean, it's called indigo, but I don't generally consider vetiver and black tea to be the kind of notes that go into the fragrances that are considered blue fragrances for men. Also, the fact that it has that black tea and it has that soft spiciness, the softness, it kind of is a bit unisex for me, I think. So let's go ahead and test this out. All right, let's try some on skin. I have a feeling this is going to be not a long wearer. I don't know why. Less smoky on me compared to the strip. That's strange. A bit warmer. Still very soft. I'm now getting a bit of leather in here too. Saffron Accord is creating that leather. I mean, it's interesting how all of a sudden the vetiver popped in. As I was getting the tea, the vetiver popped in and started providing smoke and a little bit of that ashiness that I was getting on the strip. Because vetiver has smokiness, and for me, it's being experienced like it's smoke, cigarette ash. I mean, I like it. It's pleasant. Not anything groundbreaking, not anything that I have not smelled before. Very unisex, actually, because there are some tea fragrances out there that are unisex targeted. They do lean masculine, but they have a very, it's a unisex offering. And in here, I find the balance of the black tea and the vetiver, right there, right in the middle. So it balances it out and creates a very unisex experience, even though it's a male-targeted release. Now, I'm picking up a bit of crispness in here as well from that juniper berry, kind of an aromatic touch. Aromatic, woody, bit metallic, but leather does come in, for sure. The only thing I'm not getting is the Ambergris Accord. No. There's definitely a little bit of a citrus edge, too, from the Bergamot. I think it's basically creating the juice in the fragrance, giving the liquid part. The citrus, the freshness. I mean, it's pleasant. Totally different than Encre Noire. Still focusing on vetiver and going into a more tea, soft, spicy direction. I like what I'm smelling. I'm going to have to put it to use and see how it's all performing on me. But I have this strange feeling this is not going to be a heavy fragrance. Because to me, tea fragrances don't ever turn out to be very loud and things like that. So it doesn't have that kind of a quality going for it. And it's also kind of actually disappearing. Whereas the tea is kind of softening even further, and the vetiver is popping through to create more of an earthy, woody touch. I don't know if I would pull for this one over and over again, but there's that cozy factor with tea, as usual. It's got a very comforting vibe. So when you put it on, you get the bit of a relaxed, kind of a cozy, comforted feel. Very soothing. But there's enough of a excitement here with other notes to give you a bit of a contrast of something that's going to relax you or soothe you or get you excited to go out and stuff. I mean, I like it. It's not anything groundbreaking, but I enjoy the smell of tea fragrances. It does have a very unisex appeal, even though it's a male-targeted release. I need to test and see how it performs on me. But as far as smell goes, I think it's pleasant, and I think Annick Menardo does great work. and we'll see how it is. I think this will eventually hit the discounters as usual with LALIQUE fragrances, and you'll probably be able to find it for starting with maybe 50% off, and then it'll go down to the same prices as the other Encre Noir fragrances, because those are usually found online for around $35, $40, $30, so very inexpensive. But let me know your thoughts on Encre Indigo. Have you gotten your nose on it? Have you been waiting for it to end up at the discounters? What do you think of the idea of the fragrance, vetiver and black tea, whereas before it was more about vetiver and cypress and things like that? Here we've got a very soft edge, very soft, spicy. I like the smell. I love the smell of tea, but I don't know if everybody else does. And yeah, if you've tried it, let me know. If you've been curious about it, do let me know as well. Put a comment down, and hopefully I'll be able to report back and let you know what I think about the performance of this fragrance, because to me it doesn't seem like it's going to be a really loud fragrance just by spraying it and feeling it out. It does have substance. I mean, it's substantial, but it's not a big beast. Not that we expect that from designers, but that's all I have for you today with Encre Noir from LALIQUE. Anyway, thanks so much for watching today's video. Do let me know if you've sampled it. Do let me know what you think about it. Do let me know if you want to sample it, or let me know if you're going to skip this one out until it ends up at the discounters. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please list below. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.